Alrighty then, and here comes the part that you've probably been waiting for, how to play the actual chorus. It's actually, in some ways it's really simple, but in other ways it's kind of tricky, and I'm not exactly sure the best way to show it, being only able to show one hand at a time, but basically, chorus goes A, B, C, D, E, F, E, D, C, A. Okay, and there could probably be some controversy as to the timing of that. Here's the way that the band H.I.M, the gods themselves, actually play this. Now, you may not have noticed a difference, but in the part when you go down, in my YouTube version, I do an extra, half-step pause on the C before I go down to the A. In the legitimate version, that half-step is all in this A. You play F, E, D, and C for the same amount of time, then you just hold down A for a little bit longer. But for whatever reason, I'd play it like... Yeah. Now I usually switch between which one I'll do. You know, maybe even from changing from the beginning to the end of the song. Anyways, that's not really so much important. Okay, there's one thing with the keys that gets pretty tricky. They're all full chords that I play. And I'm, right near the end of the keyboard when I play this. I like a nice, slow, kind of dirty, gritty noise. Kind of fits the mood of the song pretty good. So lower hand, well, actually upper hand, you play the exact same keys, just way the hell up there. So, okay, you play an A like this. And for the most part, you just slide all of your fingers upwards. You don't change the position. The exception is when you get to B. This finger right here, instead of hitting F, it hits G. So you basically spread your two middle fingers out a little bit further. Or, hell, maybe you play with different fingers. I don't know. So that's the only time when the actual, your hand position itself needs to change. Then from there you go back to where it was before. Then at this point you're just changing the location of your hand. And it's a little bit tricky getting used to switching your finger like that, because if you don't, it sounds shitty. Oh my god, you hear that? Oh my god, that's terrible. Okay. Okay, but you've probably realized by now that in the actual song, I'm banging over and over on these things during the chorus. It's tricky because I alternate between my left and my right hand during that chorus. Yeah, this is the bit where I'm not sure how I'm going to convey it exactly. Maybe just being able to hear how it's played, you'll be able to figure it out on your own. Honestly, that rhythm between the bottom and my left and my right hand, I've had down since I was like 5 years old. So I just kind of borrowed it and used it for the song, because it worked. But basically the left hand will go like... The second half of the chorus, when you get to the B, you go back down to A, then kind of climb your way back up to C. It's a bit tricky to go down then up so quickly, especially if you want to play the full chords when you do it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I just do the plain octave. You can do whatever the hell you want. So yeah. And yeah, here's the upper hand now. Just so you know what octave I'm at. That's middle C. So, oh you know what, that's not right at all. The right hand, if you only heard the right hand by itself, it would sound completely weird and offbeat. That's only because you're playing the upper hand on the offbeats. The bottom hand does the main downbeats, and the right hand just kind of adds some texture to it. So I'll just play them together, and hopefully you'll be able to figure it out just by how it sounds. Okay, and another thing to mention, first time that I start the chorus, like when I start with the A, I play the left and the right hand at the same time to get a nice, big, loud, powerful sound. And from there I start alternating. So, play them together to start with, like so. Same chord, different locations. Okay, so here's the chorus, both hands together. Okay, and end of the chorus. Let's see, what do they say in the song? They do that weird distorted voice. I'll dream of you, or whatever. There's a reason I'm not a singer. But that goes like this. You go to B. Okay, so I'll play the whole thing full speed now so you can know what it sounds like. I kind of did it without pedal and did it slow to maybe help you, figure out the timing of it. But here's the chorus. And there you go. Immediately when you're done with the first chorus, you go back to this thing. But anyways, that's just the transition to the second verse. At this point, that should be, well, that's basically the bulk of the song. Everything that you'll need to know to play most of the song. There's still the bridge, the interlude bit of it. The slow, evil, low voice sounding part, which is pretty fun to play, but yeah, I've pretty much revealed the ultimate secret to playing Venus Doom the way I like to play it. So hopefully this has been helpful to you, and yeah, let me know in a comment or response or whatever else. If anything else didn't make sense, if you want me to clarify something more, just let me know. Hope this helps.